I actually remembered to unmute myself again, so that's good for us. Hello, welcome to Synergetic Games. Today we are doing more Skyrim, which is fine. I had a lot of fun yesterday. It definitely was not supposed to go on for about 5 hours. It was only supposed to be 3, but I got really distracted by foxes, so really, I'm the only one to blame. So we achieved our goal last session of getting our house. We got a Breezehome, I think it is, in Whiterun. And we bought a bedroom. But you know what I noticed when we were dungeon crawling is that it's not as lucrative as you might think. So, well, you know, I think we should look into alternatives. I thought maybe there is some kind of group we could join to make money in I don't know, in various ways. It's you know, maybe they even have armor, like you know, like a group or a business or a guild. Somewhere in Skyrim there has to be something like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue to decorate our house. Oh, I'm saturated. I will fix the camera thing another time. I'm having a time with it, to be honest with you. I look pretty human right now. But when we get to Skyrim, you'll notice that I'll probably be a bit more red. I don't really know how to... It's just because the screen's white right now, and it's gonna turn black. And then I'm gonna go red-ish. I try to fix it, but there's no happy middle ground right now, and I'm working on it. Who knows? Maybe tapping the light might help, but it might not. It might just make me go even worse. Anyway, at some point we're gonna take a break, and I was asked to do a review of Inside, which I went on a bit about it for the past 2 streams, but I've actually got coherent thoughts now that I've written down. And after being told that I have quite a nice voice, and I threatened to read Harry Potter if somebody asked me to. So if anybody asks me to, I've got a book at the ready and I will read a page or 2 on request. But we're not going to start off the stream with that. Anyway, let's get into the game. I'm a bit red. Just wondering if I'm not as saturated. That's good. That's good to know.
I work for...
I'll tell you what, I messed with some of the sound settings because I thought the music was a bit loud. But I feel like it's too quiet now, you know? Because the music's very quiet anyway, but we'll leave it at that. Oh, no, that's not what I... Oh yeah, no, this is fine. So, let's just check how much money we've got. First, general stats. Rest, combat, magic. I ain't got any magic. We've got 500 gold. What we're gonna do is we are going to head over to Riften. That's Falkreath. Maybe we should walk. Is walking worth it? Yes. Let's say that it is. The frostbite spider is one of Skyrim's most fearsome and loathed native creatures. I'll get there eventually. I wonder what happened to my horse. Because I did just kind of find it. And then I fast traveled. So it may be along this road somewhere. But I feel like we should do a bit of sightseeing. Who knows, we might find something interesting on the way, like a fox or a treasure chest or something equally interesting. Oh, it's a hare. Oh. Okay, I thought that was like a monster or something. I'm trying to think. So I started reading, I started listening to the audiobook of Harry Potter, the third one today at work, which is probably about the most interesting thing I've done today except work on my novel. But honestly, I'm just so tired. Last night was not a good idea, but I refused to go to bed until we got our house.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. A united empire is better for everyone.
Ooh. I feel like it's not a good idea to go up this way. But let's go this way. Because it's probably going to be a gigantic tomb. Ah, it is. It is a gigantic tomb. But it's always fun to discover landmarks. Very handy for when you're trying to fast travel to places and you can't quite reach. I wish I had a horse. They're cute to have around. But yeah, no, I pretty much just have been trying to stay awake all day with decent success. I've not, fallen asleep doing anything in particular. Kingsley was really cute this morning. He has a tendency to kind of sleep in small spaces, and we've got a little basket that was never meant for him. Because our girls are much smaller than he is, and he's too big for the basket, but he does like to try and squeeze in there. Oh! For a second I thought the bush was on fire, and I'm like, wow! Is the story of Moses about to begin? But seriously, I thought the bush was on fire, and I was really worried. I didn't think forest fires were a thing that Skyrim did. have I gone backwards? I'm pretty sure I have. Where am I going? Right. We are almost there, I think. Going this way. I'm going to assume. I don't know, I don't think I've ever really walked the entire way to Riften. Well, probably have, to be honest, before I realized carriages were a whole thing. Oh. Let's just sneak along and get our sneaking done so we can get our sneaking up. And we can pretend to be at least competent entrepreneurs when we get to that group or whatever.
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave.
A good death?
Yes. Were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please Malakath.
Why do you wish to die?
My time has come. I am old. Too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived.
Perhaps I could give you the death you seek.
Perhaps. Are you sure about this?
Second thought, maybe not.
We shall see. Never should have come here. Better to do better than that. Pray to Stendar while you can.
Oh god. Thank goodness. Oh, poor guy. Oh. You know what? I'll leave it, shall I? Doesn't feel right, somehow. I will, however, rob these guys. Right. So I've never come across that one before, I don't think. So that's new to me. I definitely need to buy potions when we get to Riften. That's kind of a depressing thought, though. Just don't mind me. I'm just a really old orc, and I'm just gonna stand here and I'm just gonna wait until I die. Good grief! I mean, it's very reminiscent of the Vikings. Though apparently I heard, I'm not sure if it's true because I've done zero research, but I heard when you're when you commit a crime in a sort of committed a crime in like a Viking society, it was kind of your civic duty to go to the, particularly for example, say murder, it was your civic duty to go to your nearest neighbor and tell them that you killed someone. Because if you didn't, the punishment would be worse because you didn't own up to it for a start. And then you kind of also just killed someone, so that's a whole thing.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know.
I could save you a lot of trouble.
No, I think I got this one. Thanks, though.
Oh, fine. Oh, that might be a skeever. It is. It is a skeever. Come here, you. Come here, you little rat. Little rat face. Okay. Just make sure you were definitely dead. Always double tap. First rule in zombies. It's one good thing about Zombieland is that it's the rules. They're not bad rules. Just generally speaking. I think let's go this way. I think just generally speaking the double tap rule is probably one of the better rules. And I definitely agree with him on the point of the bathrooms. Because when your guard is down, it's kind of like the worst thing. If you don't have backup, don't go to the bathroom. It probably won't do your bladder any favors, but hey, you'll be alive. You know, probably with a health condition or two, but you know, ultimately, I don't think that's the most important thing. Huh. No, I think one of them's just gone way down there. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go up here. Because this looks like it might actually be the way to Riften. I don't think I've... No, yeah. I think I already said, but I don't think I've actually gone to Riften all the way on foot. Oh, it's a dragon house. Yep. I think this is a mining town. Or we're approaching one somewhere. Might be slightly up there. Northwind Mine. I'm sure there's a bunch of bandits up here. But at least we've discovered it for future reference. I think Riften is down here, technically. That is a castle? Oh, I think I know what that place is. That's the manor where we gotta go burn some beehives, I think? Oh, no, I'm facing the wrong way. I don't know what I'm looking at. Riften is definitely in the other direction. But we're still gonna sneak for practice. The sounds of nature. Oh, it's just a fox. Nope. I'm not going to engage the fox. Not today. Oh. Yeah, that's a sheer drop. We don't want to go down there, eh? I think I'll have to face facts, and then I went the complete wrong that is fairly typical of me, though. I have the worst sense of direction, even in games. I'm like, hey, where are we going? Just don't trust me. Don't ever ask me for directions. You'll not get anywhere. You honestly won't. Just kind of like that I'm getting some impromptu training done before we go and meet our future buddies, future pals, our future friendly friends. Although, to be honest, I really enjoy Riften as a town. It's interesting and has a nice reputation. And the house there isn't that bad, actually, either. Oh, hello. Shh. No, give me your poison. No, slowed down to a walk. Here we go. Yes, we're going to have to go up and around this mountainous region. Because why? Why would anything ever be in a straight line? Of course, apparently the Romans did that with their roads. Pretty straightforward guys. Got no time for the winding roads. They're just, you know, they're efficient. And that's just kind of what the Romans used to do. I have no idea what time it is. You know, I'm really shocked actually that I haven't run into a random cultist for about 20 minutes now. Like in game. I've run into so many undead things run into necromancers and cultists and everything. I did it at least twice last session. I just totally kicked something over, but I wasn't using it anyway, so it's fine.
How you can find anything in your half of the place is beyond me.
I'd rather spend more time in the mine hauling up iron than doing woman's work and keeping the house clean.
I'll have you know I can haul up just as much iron as you in a day, and still manage to clean up my messes.
You're looking at the best miner in Skyrim. Damn place is filled with this reddish mist. Can't see more than 10 feet in front of your face. But when you can sniff out a vein of iron like me, it isn't too much trouble. Damn place is filled with this reddish mist. Can't see more than 10 feet in front of your face.
Sorry, the mine's dry.
May the road favor the foolish.
I hope you haven't arrived here. Sure, it's full of spiders. That's what's wrong with it. Almost killed Grogmar and me when they showed up. I'm worried that they'll come out of the mine looking for food soon. Then we're in even bigger trouble.
The town guard can't help you?
They're as useless as a fifth wheel on a wagon. Gave me some sort of line about keeping an eye out for enemy soldiers. What's the point in protecting this place if the mine's completely useless? Idiots.
I'll clear them out for you.
Tell you what, keep to your word, and I'll line your pockets with as much as I can scrape up.
Clear red belly mine of spiders.
I don't want to be responsible for sending you to your death.
Would you happen to be headed towards Darkwater Crossing? My parents live there. I usually make the journey to bring them gifts and to just say hello, but I haven't been well lately. I've written some letters and placed them in a satchel. Perhaps you wouldn't mind delivering it to them on my behalf?
I know there's ore still in there.
You would? Well then, I would insist on rewarding you for your time. Here, take my satchel and give it to my father, Werner. He'll likely have something for you to bring back. I had a bad fall in the mine when I was bringing some food to the men. I was pretty bad off for a while. But a priest of Mara was passing through on his way to Dawnstar and healed me to the best of his abilities. I'm still pretty sore and I can't really walk too far without having to rest for a while.
Quit your belly aching. We've all got our problems.
Darkwater Crossing is a difficult journey.
Everything was going great in Red Belly. Then the damn spiders showed up.
I'd wager I could crack rock faster than anyone, even you.
No lollygagging.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
I don't think I've ever done this before. Yeah, I'm sure I say that a lot. I don't tend to go into like the smaller places all that much. Really? That was it? Okay, sure. Let's take that. I'm honestly surprised that the soldiers didn't even try. They're just like, you know what? There's like 5 spiders. Now, to me, that's like nothing. this way. Was this really supposed to be full of, like, red mist? Also, if I was these miners, I'd definitely set that thing on fire.
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with her weapon drawn.
Everything all right?
All I'm
Nasty
asking is that you
little
clean up
buggers,
once
aren't
in a
they?
while.
I cleared the mine.
Every one of them? Why, that's incredible.
I'd rather spend more time in the
Finally,
mine
we
hauling
can
the
reopen
iron
the mine
than
and put
doing
Shore's
woman's
stone
work,
back
keeping
on the
the
map.
house clean.
Here, please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude.
Aw, thank you.
Think
Appreciate
so,
it.
huh?
Don't kid
Maybe
yourself.
you'd like to put some
Stone
septums behind
runs in
that
our blood.
boast.
You have yourself a bet.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
Ooh, is that a farm up ahead? Okay. Ooh. A really nice sky. Fort Greenwall. Nice. Oh, we are steadily approaching. Do we have to go through the fort? Go around it. Might be a way through it. I feel like I should definitely save. Just in case.
Khajiit is always watching for thieves and pickpockets. Well, you've come to the right place. May your road lead you to the right side.
Figure I'd do that. Good. Let's be real. We've got... You get a lot of items for a lot of money, and just... but worth a lot of money, and then you just kind of sell them for pennies by comparison if you just don't have a good enough speech thing going for you. But I was actually really lucky today at work. So I was I am a cleaner, and I got to my poor colleague couldn't go to work today because her husband was poorly, so she had to stay home with the kids. So I was there on my own, which was nice enough anyway, because I'm usually there on my own for most of the evening. My colleague tends to arrive later than I do. So she usually locks up. But you know, occasionally I have to when she's not able.
Hold there.
Ooh.
Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? Keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
Don't let yourselves get bamboozled.
You can head inside when you're ready.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
I've never actually done any of the Dawn Guard quests, so maybe after this, well, after we've dealt with the house, we can take a trip.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble.
One snap of her fingers, and you could
That's the wrong answer. Last thing the Blackbriars need around here is some troublemaker trying to steal a piece of the action.
I know.
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Then we're speaking the same language. Good. So what do you want to know? The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy named Aventus Aretino in Windhelm has been attempting to contact the Dark Brotherhood. He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage on the other side of town, but I think he ran away. Can't say I blame him. You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you.
I love Brynjolf's voice. It's just such a shame you can't actually marry the guy. I don't think you're allowed.
Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild. So basically, no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says. Be seeing you around.
There. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
I haven't noticed any
You're not
vampire
paying
men.
attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price.
Vigilance? Dawn Guards? What are you talking
The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawn Guard. Real, serious vampire hunters. We're vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them. Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
Alright, well, tell you what, that's going to be on my to-do list, because I've never actually done any of the Dawn Guard stuff.
Back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quiet, and nothing would have happened to you.
Custom jewelry in
What,
all
please?
Skyrim.
Are you telling me you robbed
Oh,
me?
thank you.
Why are you doing this
Divines bless your
Look,
kind
Shelton,
heart.
last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is
Until
yours.
next time.
Huh? What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you.
Speak to Sapphire about Sheldon's debt.
Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. careful with
let's go
Sapphire.
save this
She
guy
mixes
from
with all
himself.
sorts of-
People of Riften, heed my words.
Any luck with
The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence.
Never done an honest day's
This
work
is one
in
of
your
the
life for all
signs.
that coin
The
you
signs
carry.
that Lady Mara is
Alas.
displeased with
Never
your
done an
constant
honest
inebriation.
day's work in your life for all
Put
that
down your
coin you
flagons
carry.
filled with your
Alas.
vile liquids, and embrace the teachings
I'm
of the
saying you've got the
handmaiden of
coin,
time.
but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
That's rude.
Kira, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lass. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under a stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Maybe you should head on home.
Why plant the ring on Banshee?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know.
Suit yourself.
I'll be out in the market all day, from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it. Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave it behind. I'll be at the market
Yeah.
come morning.
What's your problem?
You better be...
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. All right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. I hope we bump into each other again.
Well, that was fun and easy. He's gone. Oh, he's gone outside. That makes sense. He lives at the stables, probably.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. They're just thugs. Vermin, creeping around.
Oh, what was I saying earlier about stuff?
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer
There's
now,
enough for
can
all
he?
of us if you aren't greedy.
Until next time.
All right then.
What marker is that taking me to? Oof, I can't see the marker. Right, well that's in the... Oh, that must be the letters. J. Collect bounty from... I didn't realize I was doing a bounty, but okay, sure. I'll deal with that in a minute. Duh. Anyway, point of the story was, I got out of work early, so
with Sapphire.
I could actually start my stream on time for once, and yet I still managed to start 5 minutes late.
But 8? You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
Extended invisibility added, nice.
I'd better get going.
Gotta admire his resourcefulness, but to be honest, it seems as though you could probably get a fair bit of money for that.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning. Ingredients. I'll have them all.
Sure. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. All right, then.
Looking to stay alive.
My husband, Bercy, will be the death of me. Oh, he spends too much time. We're in Riften and not enough about him.
Brynjolf in Riften seems to be involved in some sort of nefarious activities and has convinced me to take part in one of his schemes.
Okay, lass. Ready to make some coin? We've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention.
Upset about anything.
This way, everyone.
The city
Over
really
here.
gets to her.
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room. Come on, Brynjolf. Is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing.
Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that could...
Through that...
Let's just take his silver ring. Let's be good about it.
How did you get that then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Oh, it's gonna be in apparel, isn't it? It's
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time.
Damn. I knew I should. Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch. Nah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
Looking to stay alive?
Yes,
All
I
right,
can handle
then.
it. Gimme.
Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you really got what it takes.
You in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onre. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse-for city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war is driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I try to include her in my lessons for Mara Mall over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course.
Sure, why not? I'm just gonna deliver a whole bunch of stuff today. That seems to be my thing that I'm going for.
Remember to give at the temple.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian crafts.
Oh, it's the orphanage. That's the way into Riften.
Jewelry here.
I need the potion
Protect
shop.
yourself right. Buy armor
Is this
from
it?
Relka.
No. No, it isn't. Yes, I've been low on like health potions because all I keep doing is just picking them up at random. And I've used far too many for my comfort already, so I should definitely buy some.
This place... Where... Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
Sorta. Beechcraft plus 20. Brief invisibility. What ingredients do you have? I've got so many. Oh, void salts. That sounds like fun. I can't even afford it, but it sounds fun. Sorry, I'm gonna play with
supplies for your journey.
stuff. As soon as I get it, can find a table. Oh.
Sorry, just thinking about my experiments.
Nice. Bone meal. Resist fire, Elfir, resist fire. Elfir, restore magicka. Restore magicka, Briarheart. Okay.
That's a good concoction. But keep trying new things. Alchemy rewards inquisitive minds.
Restore health. Eye of the Saber Cat. Restore health. Bloom Mountain Flower. Nice. Lingering damage magicka. Tag Ravenclaw. Okay. Fortify conjuration. Resist frost. Fortify heavy armor. Thistlebrack. Branch and Sabercat Tooth. Hi Starbreeze, how are you? I'm playing with potions again. I don't think I've done anything particularly useful. Oh, potion to resist frost. Why not? So I've decided that we are going to we're going to join sort of an organization and become entrepreneurs so we can, you know, decorate our house in style, because I just kind of decided that, you know, we weren't making enough money doing like legit quest stuff, so obviously we've got to do other stuff that may or may not be slightly illegal. How has your day been?
Divines bless you.
May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
Visiting? Pleased to meet you. I'm a priestess at the Temple of Mara.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to continue on to say something else.
What brings you to Balamon today? Repair? Purchase? You wish to do what I do? Very well. If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
I just want to use your stuff. I'll be honest with you, I got a lot of pelts. Where's the hide?
Gleaming gemstones over here.
Oh, there's the hide thingy. It was blending in with the walls. Okay, that's fine. It's a pleasure to serve you, milady. I was wondering if we could have dinner sometime, and I just wanted to use your stuff. Bye. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about that subtle, to be honest with you. But yes, how was your day, my darling? You don't mind me saying that. I know sometimes it can make people a bit uncomfortable. But, what can I say? Just really good at making people uncomfortable.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
This is light armor? Nice, I should probably make some.
Jewelry. Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Buy and selling fine jewelry here.
Oh, time between shouts is reduced by thingy. I like the look of that necklace better. I'm sorry, I just keeping it. I've just had boots this entire time. Studded armor of the squire. I think I'm gonna keep that for whatever's sake, but I can't tell if I'm supposed to be wearing trousers or not. It's fine, I guess.
It's so good to see.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Do you know what? Once there was a dragon attack on Riften, and or there was a vampire attack or something in town, and Edda died, and a courier came and told me that she'd left me an inheritance. And that's the most depressing and sad thing ever.
It makes no sense. If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband.
That someone would just like
agreement to Markarth.
leave you. Just a beggar would just leave you stuff because you were nice to them one time.
Otherwise, move on. Just what you see here.
The custom Navy SEAL leather boots. Got to say goodbye to the torturers. It served me well. Yes, poor beggars indeed. So sometimes terrible things happen to the NPCs. I remember playing once, and there was a dragon attack on a small village, and I was friends with the blacksmith because I'd done a quest for him recently, and then there was a dragon attack in town. So obviously the blacksmith decides that he is going to help take it down and goes to fight the dragon. And then he dies. So again, a courier comes up to me, tells me that I've got an inheritance from the guy, which is heartbreaking. He was a really nice guy. And then his wife, every time she saw me after that, she'd basically just blame me. And I'm like, no, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that the dragon attacked the town. What? She just hated the sight of me. It was the strangest thing. So why does everything have to be my fault just because I'm the protagonist? It's not fair.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Like there's just no making some people happy. Doesn't matter what you do. Ooh.
I don't know, Trough. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this. I'll tear you.
Oh, you won't. I'm just going to interrupt you there. I'm gonna just take your stuff. Ooh. Ooh. You can keep those. I will take everything else, though. I love orcish stuff. It's so cool. Came for the glory and got the blame instead. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest. I never actively sought out any dragons, but they did just constantly show up. Like they had no sense of occasion either. But you know what'll be fun if we just attacked on this specific day for no reason. Just wondering if there's a switch somewhere that I've not seen. Or do I actually have to go down there? I feel like they're gonna make me. Oh gosh. Nice. So gloves and a woodcutter's axe. Do you know, there was a reason once that I seriously needed a woodcutter's axe, but I couldn't find one anywhere. So I'm going to take it, just because I just sense in my bones that one day I'm going to need that axe. Give me your tail. Hi, Marcus. When you got that feeling, take the axe. Oh. It was just some random bloke. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break your neck, but you kinda asked for it. I just had to, I'm sorry. Ooh. Gloves of the pugilist, unarmed attacks. Nice. Oh, I can do that for when I'm brawling. Right. Good. Nice to see you both. I'm glad you're here. You guys, if you want to, I can give you my thoughts on pugilistic brawler. Yes. Pugilistic, or however it is you say that name. It's not a very nice sounding word, is it? Yeah, look. If you're interested in my thoughts on the game Inside that I played the other day and I was ranting about, I do actually have some, you know, coherent ones, and it's not just like internal screaming that's trying to be outside words. Oh, and also, I've got Harry Potter at the ready, so if you want me to read a page or two, you'll have to pay me. No, you don't have to do that, but I do. If you desperately want me to read a page of Harry Potter, I can do that for you. It'll be a page at a time, though. We do have a game to play. Ah! Oh, stood in a trap. That's... Yeah, we can have a Harry Potter break if this gets a bit much, but I imagine that it will be a bit much very soon, because you know there's going to be a lot of attacking things going on. I think here. Ooh, I'll just have that hanging moss. Ooh, it's an axe. Let's take that too. Ooh, it's a butterfly. Nothing like putting a butterfly in a fire.
What was that?
Nice. I think it might have to be a lightly seared butterfly. I'm not sure it would hold up on a barbecue or a toaster. Why did I take that tankard? Pickpocketing book. Nice. Could have a butterfly kebab. Or what about like caramelized butterfly? We're gonna get gourmet about it. I think that was the exit. Whole bunch of colors. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could, yeah. You definitely have to flash cook the butterfly wings. Did I just come up from here? I could swear that this dungeon was like huge. I'm pretty sure I accidentally did like the whole thing the first time I came down here, and I'm like, oh no, this is a straight path, but no, I'm just gonna go absolutely everywhere. And just really sink my teeth into this dungeon. Brynjolf, did you know? Have you ever seen a photograph of the guy who plays Brynjolf? Because, no word of a lie, he looks exactly like Brynjolf, and like about 12 times better. He's a gorgeous man. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Brynjolf's actor is a gorgeous man.
Well, calling me impressed. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Getting you was easy.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Deadbeats? What do they do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Sounds good. Who are they?
Bercy Honeyhand and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going.
Any help with Bercy?
He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage and she'll cave.
Oh.
Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. I'll be here when you're done.
Poor guys. They're just trying to live their lives.
I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. Yes, I once practiced my art in the salons and manners of Tamriel's great and good. Now the scum of Skyrim are my only clients. But no matter, the greatest artists are never recognized in their own time. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face?
Yes, I'd like you to... No, that's like all of my money. So what we're gonna do now... Oh, I stopped by a mine briefly and they gave me like 500 gold for killing about 5 spiders, so... Well, you know, she's one of them uppity types, so she could talk smack about them, and obviously they need her services or they wouldn't put up with it. So I think she's got some leeway.
Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh.
It does pay well. Arachnophobia is no small thing.
I think Brynjolf could give you all the information you need.
I think we're gonna do excuse me. Last night was really exhausting. I think there's another way out that's less of a pain in the butt. Here we are. Got an arrow and everything. Here we go. So, what did you guys do with your day? Me too, that's about the sum of my day as well. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Oh, the logistics of what? Oh.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade.
Oh, I used to work for M&S. I work in retail as a shop assistant. I'm about M&S, to be honest. I actually really loved working there, which is a really bizarre thing to say about retail, but it's probably one of the most fun jobs I ever had. I really enjoyed just the people that I worked with. I feel like some people may disagree, but honestly, the people in your job make the job. We do work in the slaying dragon business. Yeah, I was really sad that I couldn't stay because I was only there temporarily, but they did extend my contract once, which was cool of them to do. I was just so upset that I couldn't stay. I need a guy to... what's his face? With the house thing.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Do you know what I really loved doing when I was at M&S? I actually really enjoyed being in the back, where all the stock was. I loved the stock room. It was nice because you could just kind of like zone out and get into the swing of things and do whatever job you needed to do, and it was just a really nice thing. I didn't have to deal with the public, which wasn't necessarily a problem because most people that shop there were nice, but I just kind of loved the chill atmosphere of the whole thing. Where is that guy? I want to decorate my house. There you are.
I serve Jarl Balgruff as steward.
The bandit leader at Valtheim Keep is dead. Did I go there? Excellent. Did I do that?
You've done us a great service.
I don't remember doing that.
Here's your reward.
Well, I liked the narrative-heavy stuff, like Detroit Become Human. I'm planning on doing Beyond Two Souls soon, probably on the weekend. I'm gonna shift my timetable around a bit, but I'm gonna put Beyond Two Souls on in the weekend and do... You did? Oh, I love it's one of my favorite games in recent history, to be real with you. I've already played it once, but I'm definitely more than happy to play it again. So what I think I might do is go... I went Detroit, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain. I've got Man of Medan. I bought that for myself today, so that's on the list to do. I'll get around to that at some point, because I want to play Little Hope, which, as I understand it, is kind of a sequel. So I plan on doing that, at least. And I'm gonna, when I finish Little Nightmares, which I usually do on Sunday, I think I'm gonna move it to Wednesday or Friday, something like that. As I say, I'm going to do a schedule reshift. Do a bit of a shuffle. So we've got a lot of narrative-heavy games in the wings waiting to be played. Did you? How'd it go? Where did you get up to?
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots.
You finished it? Oh, I haven't finished it. I've only gotten to the kitchens, and I'm currently in a room near the meat grinder, I think. So I'm at the meat grindery bit. I'm dealing with the short, fat chef bloke. So I don't know. Maybe halfway through the game. Maybe not. I honestly have no idea how long that game's gonna be. I played through all of Little Nightmares 2 on a celebration stream last week, and someone in my chat wanted to see the first one. Oh, the kitchen's nice.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since you've had a good bandit raid.
Oh, what were you celebrating?
What do you need, Bard?
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Oh, you did! Congratulations! That's amazing. That is on my goal list as well. Because I think I don't know if you were there yesterday, but basically I just want to make affiliate just so I can have channel points and reward people for things.
Come to chat with an old woman. Do your good deed for
I don't know, and then you know you can have those little options where you're like, oh, spend this many channel points and this thing will happen, or you can have an emote or whatever. Oh gosh, yes, that's right. I forgot to do it this morning, but I need to follow you guys. But I think one of the things you'll be able to redeem is a page of Harry Potter if it goes well. Maybe I'll just read you a page of something for a certain number of points. But that's like the only idea I've had. I like the time because I've been wondering how it is that I'm going to, like, what to do for the reward points, and until recently I haven't really had any ideas. So the book reading thing's the only one that I've had that I kind of like, and that I'm comfortable with. So who knows? I mean, maybe I'll have fun with that one. Oh gosh, no! I just walked away from the guy and I was trying to decorate my house, and now he's all the way in there. Alright, I'll just fast travel to the castle. This is what happens when I get distracted by games and getting money for bounties that I didn't really even realize that I'd done. I might have killed him accidentally when I was exploring a bandit cave, for all I know. I don't remember actively doing the quest. Where'd he go? Why are there so many children? Ah, there you are. You're where you're supposed to be.
The Jarl is, as you can imagine. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you
He
have
was the
coin.
guy with the butterflies.
And of course, don't
Yeah.
forget to consult your home decorating
Definitely.
guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase? I'm sorry, but you don't seem to have enough gold to pay for that.
Yes, I do.
Is there anything
Don't. Oh,
else you'd like to purchase?
how dare you?
Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time
Right.
you visit your
I'll
house,
just have a
your new
living room then.
furnishings will be in place.
For now. There might
Is
actually
there
be a
anything
bookcase
else
where I
you'd
can
like to
actually put my
purchase?
books. Oh, I can have a children's bedroom.
your
There is
visit
an
to Dragon's
orphan
Reach.
in town. We'll build up to the alchemy. I've got a bunch of stuff to sell, so it might not be too long. But it's just I suppose I forgot that I had my money in assets rather than actual gold. Which, as we know, is always a problem when you're trying to withdraw cash.
Imperials, Targans, it no matter to me what I kill. Let them come.
Oh, no, where am I going?
Let me guess.
Someone stole your sweet roll. Hey, did you hear about that crazy warrior that sold all her possessions to buy an alchemy table? Yeah, you know, she didn't really seem like the type, but, you know, different folks, different strokes.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Oh, a bit of this.
You know what? He gave me taffy once, and it was a really weird experience, because he's like, I wanted to give this to you as a token of my appreciation, as a token of my affection. Then he gave it me, and he was like, it's not like we're engaged or anything. So, I'm assuming that Bellathor isn't really good at romance, but, you know, he tries. He's just a bit, tsundere. So, yeah, we had an interesting experience with that. Why do I have random boots? I'll just keep that, because they seem like nice boots. No, I decided I was going to keep those. Why do I have random jewels all of a sudden? Oop. Oh yeah, the random tankard that I stole accidentally. Didn't I put you in a chest? I'm sure I put you in a chest. Unbelievable.
Take a look.
That I acquired. You're quite right. I have to be careful of my language. I really do. Does the orcish bow do more damage than the... Yes, it does. Good. I actually like the look of the orcish. Look how cool that is. The orcish stuff looks just brilliant, doesn't it? But, I really have to learn how to make orcish bows and arrows, because I never seem to pick any of them up, and they're just really good. They're just such fun to have. It is, you never do it. And, the thing is, they're usually just so hostile. It's hard to have a conversation with an orc, generally speaking. Well, I found in Skyrim anyway. Some of them are quite friendly, but others, they sort of threaten you. Like a lot.
Dude, I'd even buy one of your trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Oh, sorry. This is your stuff. Excuse me. Oh, I just made a whole bunch of stuff today. That's what I did. I just played with potions and hoped for the best. See, now I can go have an
I'll
alchemy
give you
table.
the best deals or die.
Although, if I have the alchemy table, I can't have a kid's bedroom. Which means I'll have to resist the urge to adopt children for a little while longer.
What do you mean?
Chops and steaks fit for a
Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself.
I just want to make... When you say adopt, I don't mean steal. There is literally a homeless child somewhere in this city. Although I'm sure there are perfectly polite children that might be worth stealing, but definitely that one kid that's not an orphan that goes around insulting you. I just want to kind of kick her.
The Jarl is, as you can imagine. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions.
It's alright. I think if I adopted children, I'd want to put them into a nicer, bigger house. I think the next house we should invest our time in is the one in Solitude, because that is an amazing house. Or the one in Riften.
Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place.
We've got a foothold in Riften now. So I suppose that's the next logical step. But then also we've got a bit of a foothold in Solitude. The start of that was kind of shaky, but I gotta say, we've done well.
Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
I will enjoy my visit to Dragon's Reach. Honestly, if I could do a poll and be like, which house should we get next? I just want to be a land baron. It's like my life's ambition.
You're the best. Can you be my mother?
See, look, that's the homeless child.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
You tried mercenary work?
Right. Now let's check up on our, Okay, sure, that's far- yes, it is far less kidnappy. Don't think I would, steal a child. I would, adopt them legally. As one should. That's a quest item. Fine. Good. Hooray! My collection of books that I've stolen from random places. Ooh! It's my alchemy lab! Ooh! I'm gonna store it for now. I only got 32 gold? My gosh. Is it a quest item? Alright. I just keep acquiring quest items and I can't figure out why or how. It's just what happens when I speak to people. That is also a quest item. Yeah, I look suave as heck. And light as a feather. You're the guy that's like, sorry, I don't have any money to pay for this beer. Can you use this 17 diamonds? Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like 17 diamonds is a bit overly generous, but you're not wrong.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard. Did you know there are some fruits that actually... Hey, you want to play a game?
Not really, but, okay.
Really? Alright, you pick. Tag or hide and seek. Okay, you're it. You can't catch me. Arr.
Come on. Come on, child. I'm literally walking backwards. Okay, here.
Got you. Oh, hey. Ha, you come. You're it.
You try. Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice. My wife's a good woman. She can be a little hard-headed sometimes. I love her just the same.
You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
I mean, yes. I also spend my weekends playing tag with children.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun. Did you know there's some... You'd be surprised how much work it is selling things at a stall. Hi there.
Alright. Dragonborn tag by choice.
Staying safe, I hope.
It's true. Well, sometimes you have to allow yourself to be tagged. What kind of statement is that? You know, you gotta let the children win sometimes. Build their confidence so you can crush it later. You know? You know what I mean? Hang on a second. Oh, do you know what? I think we should take a 5-minute break and, you know, pour yourselves some water, go take a bathroom break, do what you want, and then when we get back, I will tell you about Inside Out, and I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you all about Inside Out, and it should be okay. Because I don't see why it wouldn't be. Anyway, see you in a bit. Hi, welcome back. Let's see. So in terms of story-driven games, have you played The Last of Us 1 or 2 or Life is Strange? I have played Life is Strange. The Last of Us, I'm not sure if I want to play, just because I have a thing about zombies. But that said, I do have the... what's it? Games. The Walking Dead games. Telltale games. I have the Telltale games. I've got the Batman ones, and I've got the Walking Dead ones. Now I have to tell you, if I did, I've actually been debating doing Life is Strange again because I haven't done Life is Strange 2, which I have. I cannot be bothered with Before the Storm, to be honest with you. Because if I have to deal with Chloe more than necessary, I'm going to stab someone. I cannot deal with Chloe. And honestly, the only reason that I've heard that people like her is because she looks cool. But honestly, to me, Chloe is just like a really terrible human being, and I can't stand her, and I don't understand why people like her. Maybe that's just me, but I played 1. I see 2, but haven't got there. I'm actually quite interested to play number 2, but I don't, and I know they try to justify Chloe's behavior, but to be honest, she's just she's manipulative, she's a liar, she uses Max, and she belittles her constantly, and she guilt trips Max frequently. And also, she's just dangerously reckless with Max's safety and Max's powers. Which I can understand the kind of distinct lack of understanding and change, because Max keeps rewinding time and all Chloe's learning moments keep getting disappeared. But Chloe's such a frustrating person. And also honestly, the dialogue just sounds like it was written by somebody who was like, do young people sound like this still? I hope so. It's it would be weird to see just the linear story from Chloe's pop. Do you know, I'd kind of be interested in that. I think, because Before the Storm is supposed to be about Chloe and Rachel's relationship. So I feel like that would be sort of a prequel to Life is Strange. But I really don't want to explore that because I'm just not a huge fan of Chloe. So I feel like somebody would literally have to pay me a bucket load of money to play that game. Just willingly. But yeah, I'm excited to check out the second one. In two minds about replaying the first one, because apart from Chloe being the main issue, I kind of found it a bit. I felt like moving around in the game was like going at a molasses pace. I don't know if that's improved in the second one, but I felt like just moving took like a dang decade. Like, do people move at this speed? Oh god, it was so frustrating, because sometimes you just be like, can't I just walk across a school field without having to rewind time 5 times just to stop somebody getting hit in the head with a baseball or something stupid like that? Like, oh, that poor girl that's just prone to, I think, isn't it her name's like Aisha or Alicia or something? Anyway, she's kind of accident prone and terrible things kind of happen to her a lot. Like I've said it before, if Life is Strange had been about Kate's relationship, Max's relationship, and Victoria's relationship, and their relationship with each other, that would have been a much more interesting story. Just Chloe did not have to be there to make the story anything important. Because those three, Max, I feel like had way more chemistry with Victoria than. Oh no, I'm aware. I think it's an entirely new cast. So, like, even though Life is Strange has probably nothing to do with Life is Strange 2 has nothing to do with Life is Strange. I still kind of maybe want to go back to it, but also, But I might just do Life is Strange 2 first and then see how I feel. Because there are interesting points about Life is Strange, but not enough. Not enough to... I think a lot of the characters surrounding Chloe are far more interesting than she is. Not to say that she isn't interesting, but she's just not my cup of tea as a person. But yeah, I feel like Max and Victoria had way more chemistry, and I feel like if their voice actors had met, which I'm not sure if they did, but I feel like they knew each other and they got on well, at least. And I don't know, their interactions with Kate would have been really interesting. You could have made it like a whole story about basically bullying and suicide and the consequences and the repercussions of all of that. And, you know, a game surrounding that, and like bullying, and maybe even aspects of religion, because Kate is obviously a very religious person. She comes from a very judgy Christian family. So I don't know, it could have been a very interesting social commentary, but it wasn't. It was about Chloe. It was about Chloe and basically effectively ruining space and time because Max felt guilty and was repeatedly made to feel guilty. It's just not cool, man. I just disapprove of Chloe strongly. Oh yeah. It's like I just drop kicked Chloe out of the option list as soon as I could. It's like, oh no, I have to save Chloe's like, no. Just at the very beginning I'd be like, no, I don't want to do this. And then the game is over. But like, just I don't think it was a bad game overall, but I think there was a lot to be desired in many things, up to and including character development, excluding the dialogue issues. I don't know, I'm a writer, I'm a sucker for like a really well-written character. If I like a character, I'm far more likely to stick with a book, but if I can't relate or if I don't feel something for the character, and I honestly didn't. I felt nothing for Chloe because honestly she's the sort of person that I abhor. I just look at people like her and I'm like, why do you exist? Why are you allowed to exist in this manner? And maybe that's very critical of me, but you know, sometimes you gotta draw a line in the sand of what you're willing to tolerate. And sometimes people get away with behavior that they definitely shouldn't. Usually negative behavior that is basically bullying. Do not bully. is that there's because I think it might have been Robin Williams who said it, but you should always be kind to the people around you, because you don't know what kind of struggles they go through on a daily basis, which can be said of Chloe, to be real with you. But the thing is, she embellishes so much. She's kind of like a pathological liar. She paints things in a worse light than they are, because her stepdad, he was effectively just being a dad, just being like, hey, where's my gun? Don't take my gun. Guns are dangerous. And what? She's like, I didn't steal your gun, but of course the first thing you do is go to a junkyard and then potentially shoot yourself because you're playing with a weapon. I don't know, I find it very difficult to sympathize with Chloe. And in some ways I find it difficult to sympathize with Max, but not to the same extent. Because I'll be honest, and he gets washed early on as a bit of a drunk, which immediately colors your future. Yeah, true, yeah. But you know, if you've got any sort of inclination to like just look beyond the surface, you'll definitely see that David's not just what Chloe says that he is, because it is an interesting commentary on like the people's perceptions of the other people around you. Like, somebody else's truth is not going to be your truth. And I'm not saying speak your truth, or, well, I mean, yes, you must speak your truth, but obviously don't be a jerk about it. So, Chloe needs to learn the don't be a jerk part, basically. You know, just there are certain ways in which you can express yourself without disparaging the people around you. You know, and it's nice when people actually take the time to do that. And because the thing is, with Chloe, she never accepts responsibility for the things that go wrong in her life. Like, she has a bad relationship with her stepdad. I wonder why. She has, she's in debt to a drug dealer who's probably going to kill her, and she has no job, so she can't pay him, and if she did have a job, she definitely didn't keep it, but she's got no, she doesn't have like an honest desire to actually pay this guy back. She's like, oh, how do I get out of this? She's like, she just, like, every problem is not her problem. It's somebody else's fault, so they have to take responsibility for it. Max left, so Chloe was left alone, and she only had one friend. And that's not Max's fault. And it's definitely not Max's fault that Rachel went missing. And it's not Max's fault that Chloe's life isn't a rosy picture anymore. But honestly, Max is made to feel like it is somehow. And I think Chloe even says, like, well, I can't take responsibility for my actions, because if it is, then it means it's my fault. She doesn't want to, because she doesn't want that responsibility. She's not a responsible person. She won't own up to her mistakes, and therefore she will not grow. Sorry, I'm just having a huge rant about Chloe. Here I am supposed to be telling you about Inside, but it doesn't matter. I'm having a lot of fun. She's definitely not interested in growing. She might glow, but you're right. She's not interested in growing at all. She's just a nightmare of a person. And I dread to think who looks at Chloe and thinks that everything she does is justified, because it's not. It's like, oh, she's a victim in all this. She's not. And if she is, she's a victim of her own making. I've got zero sympathy for Chloe at all. I mean, like, if you want to make your life better, accept responsibility, change either yourself or your situation to improve it, or get help if necessary from a friend or professional help or whatever. Because there is no situation in life where you sit back and be like, oh, this is my fault and there's no way of fixing it. There are definitely things in life that are beyond your control. I know that I've gone through life and more than once been stopped because, say, somewhere along the chain of like authority that I was dealing with, somebody messed up somewhere and now I can't do the thing that I was wanting to do. It's not to say that there are not obstacles in life, but you can either work around them or you can sit there and say, oh no. I definitely know that life is not peachy ever, but at the same time, it doesn't grind to a halt when you're sad. It doesn't stop because you can't move forward. If you can't move forward, find some other way to do what you need to do. Even if your first plan doesn't work, have a plan B or find a way to make plan A work. I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those things, you know, when people say, oh, I didn't have a choice to do this thing. It's like say you can either I don't know, say you've got a gun and you've got someone in front of you, and the choice you've got is kill them or kill yourself, and you categorically do not want to die. So obviously you look at this other person, you've got no other choice except to shoot this other person if you want to get out of, say, this situation alive. So obviously you tell yourself you've got no choice, you have to kill this other person. So, but the thing is, there is no situation in life where you don't have a choice. It's just a case of the alternative choice being less appealing. So sometimes it is a case of pick the lesser evil, or pick the devil you know, and stuff like that. There's never not a choice, if you know what I mean. I don't mean to come across and sound preachy or superior or anything like that, because that's not my intention. But Chloe just does this to me. Damn the butterfly effect. But the thing is, even if the plan you set in motion is not the one that you wanted to put into motion, at least it is a plan, and at least it is moving forward. Maybe it's moving forward too fast, or moving forward in a direction you weren't expecting, or moving forward at a snail's pace that you weren't expecting. Oh, we started talking about Life is Strange, and then we went on a bit of a rant about Chloe, who I just hate Chloe. And now we're kind of just talking about, I don't know, is this entering the realms of philosophy or something? Have you played Life is Strange, Starbreeze? You watched a bit. See, the thing is, I think the episodes, like each of the episodes is about 3 hours long, but from what I know, you can't actually save once you start playing the game. Because I think when I started it, I think I stopped and tested the save feature fairly early on, so I didn't actually lose a lot of gameplay, which I'm really relieved about. Otherwise I'd have been so dang mad I'd have rage quit. But I tried to save, and then I went to play it again, and it just took me straight back to the beginning. So if the save feature is really rubbish, so you've got to you actually have to commit to 3 hours of gameplay every episode, and I think there's 4 or 5. And it's not like Life is Strange is a bad game. I mean, there's a lot about it that feels off, but mostly it's an interesting game, and it's worth playing if you're into it, but just be prepared to dislike a lot of people for for various reasons. I don't know, I didn't really it says at the start of each section of each chapter. Okay, yeah, all right, I hope so. But when I played it, I just kind of like, okay, I've got a 3-hour block of time, I've got time to play the entire level through, so that's kind of what I ended up doing, which if I played streaming would, if I streamed it again, would be perfect for me, because ideally my streams are supposed to be 3 hours long-ish, but I wind up doing either a little bit less, or apparently just go straight past it and, you know, do 5-hour streams. If I can help it, I won't go underneath 2 hours, but it honestly depends on how tired I am. I try to keep it as close to the 3-hour mark as possible, because that's what I said I would do. But like, there have been days where I've just been dead on my feet, and sometimes it's happened a couple of times when I was playing Final Fantasy. Hi Nutella! Hi Kate, how are you doing? What was I saying? It's happened a few times where I've had to stop early when I was playing Final Fantasy 3, because for some reason a while ago, earlier on, Twitch decided that it was going to freeze and I couldn't finish my stream, so I just kind of called it quits early. We have been philosophizing. So those of you interested in my fabulous ASMR worthy voice, if you want to listen to me reading about reading character dialogue and stuff, you can pop by on the Final Fantasy streams, because it doesn't, as far as I know, they really only started voice acting them on the 10th game, so a lot of it is all just text-based stuff. Thank you. Yeah, like, I really do. I think 3 hours is a good length, because there you can do a lot with games, but in some games you definitely need that time. Like with Skyrim, it takes a while to get around, and then there's a lot of it. In some ways, Skyrim is also slow, but it takes a lot of energy and time to do sometimes the smallest thing. How's your day been, Kate? Skyrim is indulgent, yes. We've further decorated our house, and we are becoming entrepreneurs, and we're just going into item acquisition and redistribution. Well, yeah, kinda. But to be honest with you, today I've managed to do 2 extra rooms. We've got an alchemy room now, and we've got a kitchen and a living room, which we've done today. Because as we know, last night we ended the session with a bedroom and a story time. So we've got quite a bit of the house nice and set up. and we were just debating about adopting a child, because I think I want to move. If I do adopt a kid, I think I want to either put them in a house in Riften or in Solitude. Legit adopting, yes. I don't intend to kidnap children, even though some of them are quite polite in Skyrim. But there's that one kid, you know, the one you want to kick constantly. Everybody knows the child that I speak of, even if you don't know her name. So, before we go on, I mean, I can leave this for a little bit later if we want to. Hey guys, it's the rare cat. This is Tigger. She's our smallest cat, and she tends to communicate in a series of hisses and growls because she's a bit of a nervous bean, and she's not a very good people. She's not a people person. Here she is. There she goes. She's wondering how this stream is going, I suppose. Don't mind the pile of stuff. Where am I going? Here I am. But like, if you do hear her growling and stuff, don't be alarmed. That's kind of just how she communicates. I don't know why, but she's been that way since she was a kitten. Because she's proofreading stream stats. Yes, she is. She better be. I'm terrible at proofreading. So when we got Tigger, we wound up. She was taking one of my cats at the time to the vet, who was very, very poorly. She basically had the cat equivalent of leukemia, and she did eventually pass away, unfortunately. But when my mom went to take her to the vet once, turns out that the vets had someone had come in and given them a box of kittens who'd been abandoned by their mother. So obviously my mom was told about this, and she said to herself, you know what, my daughter's got a cat. Iggy, she's the black and white one you may or may not have seen on the stream already, but I've definitely shown her to you on the camera at least once on a past stream. I don't know if you guys have seen her recently, but we've got a Iggy who's a black and white, and Tigger. So my mom when she saw Tigger, she's like, you know what, I want one with personality. So she walks into the back room, and there's this cat who's being sort of held up on the scruff of her neck, getting like hosed down and having a bit of a wash because she's like covered in fleas and stuff. And obviously she's there kind of just hissing and spitting and having the worst time, and my mom goes, I want that one. So yeah, she got a cat with personality, who is relatively well behaved, but she definitely only asks for affection on her terms. I can give her a little boop on the snoot sometimes, and she's quite happy with head scratches, but she doesn't really like attention all for too long, you know. I don't know why, but that's just who she is as a cat. She's always been that way. Love a good boot. Snoot boot, yep. Just sometimes I've had all of the cats in the same room, and I've just gone boop, 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 boop. Oh, and that reminds me of this one time I came home from work, and I think my mom was sitting down, like watching something, and I was just, you know, settling down from, you know, I'm winding down, right? And I turn around, and there's this like semicircle of cats surrounding me. It's like one there, one there, one there, and one there. And I'm like, oh. And they're just kind of all sat there, staring at me in this semicircle of expectation. And I'm like, wow, it must be dinner time. So that was like mildly intimidating.
I think that would be really seriously intimidating. Doing that is scary.
Yeah. Yes, it was a semicircle of expectation. That's how it's effectively like cat T-posing. But like they do it in like a group, so it's not as I don't know, is that worse or better than like just being crowded into a wall, just T-posing somebody? Better. Well, there's definitely more of an opportunity for you to, I guess, escape, but I think the best thing to do is just feed your cats before they eat you. Because that is what they will do. That is exactly what they'll do. Make no mistake. Cats are wonderful creatures, but they'll totally eat you if given half the chance. I fully expect to be eaten one day, not gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like we might leave the inside review for a little later. But right now, I think we are going to intimidate people into giving the Brotherhood money or something, right? So let's get back into that. Let's see what we were doing. What? Ooh. Okay. So we're gonna go for maybe about another half an hour.
Best not go wandering east of the city.
And then we'll see. We might have a bit of a chat at the end of the stream as well.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth yet?
You want something or not? I've already told that buffoon that I'm not paying you people a single coin. Look around you. I'm barely keeping this rat hole together. The war's seen to that. Good, and take this little message back to your bosses. I'm not paying any of you a single septim. Ever! Now get out of my inn.
Alright. Time to go talk to the other guy who's probably, you know, weaker-willed.
What do you want? With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth?
I'm not paying you or Brynjolf a single... No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them.
I feel like even now the voices are really quiet. I don't know if it's just me. Hey Jay, how you been?
Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
Meh? Why meh? What's the matter? Oh, you're just having an off day. I know the feeling.
If you're looking for a room, try the embark. This place is for the working men. Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left. You have my statue. What are you going to do with it? Not Lady DeBella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Yeah, don't worry. It's alright to have like an off day every now and again.
Oh no, you're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you? Oh, there's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it.
Excellent. We've done great today. We've done great work, guys. We are so intimidating. Just all of us together, just an amalgamate, and just there's one person. At least we're not a terrible blob. No, I should definitely start taking, like, go through the graveyard to come down here. Been, forgetting about that. Ow. What has my life become? Where am I? Who am I? Why am I here? There we are. Hi, Maze. How are you?
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
I'm busy.
So,
Don't you have something
job's
to do?
done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Oh, did you have a nap, or are you kind of just nocturnal these days?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief.
Larceny.
I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Oh, what a nice thing to wake up to. I'd love to wake up to the smell of barbecue. I mean, I wouldn't object to waking up to the smell of barbecue. There are definitely worse things to wake up to. Like if you have cats. Oh, the other night, before I went to bed, thankfully, I wasn't in bed at the time, but my poor cat just hacked up an enormous fur ball. So I had spent time cleaning that up. Yeah, I've got a long hair cat, Minnie. I don't think we've managed to capture her on the stream just yet. But she's the long hair that we got. She grooms like a lot. I think she's kind of anxious about something. I don't know. But she's usually the culprit where hairballs are concerned, and it's
I'll be here when you're done.
Sorry, I can't finish thoughts right now. But the point is, I'm just kind of glad that
that's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood.
That I managed to clean that up before I went to bed. The thing is, it's one of the worst things in the world when you're just kind of settling down and then you just hear a noise. It's particularly typical of cats just to do it when you're like just on the edge of sleep, you know?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else.
But no, I know the feeling, because there are definitely times where I've just gone to bed and then woken up at like a stupid time in the afternoon, because sometimes if you stay up late and your lack of sleep catches up to you, and you just gotta sleep, man. No need to worry about that.
So you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions.
It would be nice if they warned you before a hairball was happening.
It's just this way.
Brynjolf, please. What are we doing? Yeah, definitely. Just if you need to sleep, sleep. Because not doing so is very detrimental to one's mental health. It actually is. So, sleep is important and shouldn't be underestimated. Sleep and food, of course. Can't really live without food.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. You play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. We do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
I am so annoyed with you.
Good.
I'm gonna punch him in the face. Anybody named Frey is not good news, especially if you're familiar with Game of Thrones.
claim this recruit possesses
apparently clicking really helps me think.
So let her
It's
prove.
probably the most annoying habit ever to get into, and I really hope I don't keep it up.
The owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome.
On some nights I'll bring a big bowl of popcorn mixed with hot Cheetos and pickle juice.
I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin.
And smack it down and suffer. Yeah, yeah. That sounds like it would be
simple.
A bit of a problem if you had too much of a good thing.
We can't turn a profit
why pickle juice?
You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you
a
up
Mexican
with
thing.
Armor.
Explain.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
Who cares? We're the Thieves Guild. Dude, we need clients.
The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
Hi, not Santa Claus. Smoothly he says while leaving the sewer. Yeah.
They're built like small fortresses to
resist the weather,
need but their one weakness is flame.
Fantastic.
Besides,
who doesn't love carrying around a stick of fire?
Mean business better than a huge column of smoke.
Most white folks I know don't like none. Nothing that's okay. That's sour. Unless they grew up in the ghetto. I love sour things. Well, they're not too sour, but sour is good to me. I do actually have a jar of sour pickles that I bought today. And only a selection of food that you can afford. You adapt to new things. But I was really annoyed when I went to the supermarket. I've just had a run of really bad luck. It's been I think twice this month already that I've gone to the supermarket, pick something up or put something in my basket, and it's just like the lid had already been loosened and then I've just got juice and stuff everywhere. Like it happened with a jar of olives, and it happened today with some sour pickles. And I don't know who keeps going around just unscrewing jar tops for no apparent reason, but it's really, really annoying. And those poor retail assistants, they're just trying to do their job in quarantine and they have to deal with nonsense like that. But I'll tell you what, I don't think we're going to be doing the rest of this quest today, but at least we have it, you know? Can I take stuff? Nice. I need like a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, hide helmet of major destruction. Probably worth a pretty penny. Don't know why they haven't sold that. Ooh, hello. Iron Mace of Torpor does 15 points of damage. Damage? Yeah, but I kind of want to finish it like maybe 12. So we're gonna like wind down, I think, for about 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes, and then we'll probably continue this next week. But for tomorrow, what we've got, I'm really excited for tomorrow, and I don't know if you guys will be interested, but I'll tell you in a minute. Let's just do stuff. I do love the guild quests. Where's the exit? Here you are. I do love the Thieves Guild quests in general. They're just really cool and fun. And I'm just yawning. I do apologize. Hooray! So that's what we're going to be doing probably next time. But for now, I think we're gonna... How much money do I actually have? Because I might have to sell stuff. 19. Alright. Okay, sure.
Watch the skies, traveler.
What should we do? Actually, I'll tell you what. Since we're going to be stopping soon anyway, you might as well just kind of wind down now. So anyway, as I was saying, I'm really excited for tomorrow because if you guys are sort of like into some supernatural stuff, I have a game called Phasmophobia. If you haven't heard of it before, basically it's going to be me and 3 of my friends. We're going to be sort of co-oping this, but we're going to be a team of supernatural investigators, and we're going to be going into houses, deciding, trying to work out what spirit's what. Like, is it a poltergeist or just a regular ghost or maybe even a demon or something? And we're going to try not to die when we do that. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow, and then on Sunday we're going to be continuing with Little Nightmares, which I'm excited about. I'm excited to finish that one. And I have heard of Man of Medan, and actually I bought myself that today because I as I was saying the other day, I wanted to play Little Hope, and when I think it was you that mentioned it actually, the Man of Medan game. So I bought that for myself because Little Hope's supposed to be a sequel apparently, or a sequel-ish type thing. So I got Man of Medan, and that is on the to play list. So we'll be doing that before we do Little Hope at some point. It's on the list, trust me. I'm excited to play it. Don't worry. I hope you'll be there for that one. Anyway, after we've finished Little Nightmares, I plan on shifting the schedule around a bit more, so it is, and I can't see what. Why can't you see me scared? Wait, what? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, okay. You can't wait. That makes sense. There was just a missing word. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, and have you guys ever played Amnesia or seen it played before? Like any of the games? Any one of them? Mm. It is, yes. I do love the Amnesia games. I've played the first two. Um, I've got Amnesia Rebirth waiting in the wings to be played. That's the only one I haven't played. But if you guys were interested, I would absolutely be happy to play the first two again. The Dark Descent I already played, and I tried to stream it with my sister, but because we had a really rubbish setup at the time, I couldn't actually stream it properly. So I played it, but my viewers were just getting, you know, blurry, dropped frames, and probably broken audio, to be honest. So it was a really rough time for that stream, because when I started out, I actually used to do this with my sister, but she moved away out of the country, and I didn't want to follow her there, so I stayed here, and she basically helped me gain the confidence to be able to do this myself. So good on her. We played Amnesia together, and when we got too scared, we would swap, and then she'd play and I'd play, and she'd play and I'd play, and stuff like that. But yes, if you guys wanted to check those games out, I would be definitely more than happy to play them again, and then move on to Amnesia Rebirth. Because I'm excited for that one. I'm really hyped for it, and I've got a horror game called Songs of Horror. Are you familiar with that one? Songs of Horror is a really interesting one. It's kind of difficult to explain, but basically you start the game as any one of a number of characters, basically. Basically the premise is you're going into this building to, say, fix an electric problem or fix a plumbing problem or investigate something. Because a lot of the characters that you are have different jobs, and they have different reasons for going into the house. And you can pick any one of these characters to begin the story. And basically, you can explore the house, and if you die, you can pick another one of the characters from the list. And if you're lucky or unlucky enough, depending, you can see previous iterations of the characters where they died. So it's a really spooky game, I'll be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure what the entire plot is, but I've seen enough of the game to know that I desperately want to play it. But it is a horror game, and I need company to play scary games, or I will never play them through. I'll tune in around then, but for now I'll catch you later. Alright, Maze. Thank you. I'll be glad to have you whenever you're around. Doesn't matter when. But yeah, no, that's definitely a game that I'm waiting. There's a lot. Because I finally have a decent setup, and I've got a PC, and I can actually play games now. So I've just got so much to do, and it's a bit like cramming a big thing into a littler thing, and it's just there's like a blockage of all the things that I want to do, but I can't do because I don't have the time. So there's a massive queue of the things that I want to do, and I'm really excited for it, and I really hope that you guys join me in the future for that too. Not just the horror games and stuff, although I have a big list. What would you guys say if I decided one day to turn around and go, oh, I want to play Stardew Valley, for example? Just like really chill games like that. Because I like them, but It's kind of like, I would prefer to have company for that, to have a good chat, because I feel like that's the kind of game where I would be able to do that much more freely than usual. And probably, you know, I'm at risk of getting distracted much less. Alright, I've got one taker for Stardew Valley. Nice. Having a chill stream is sometimes so nice, yeah? Alright. Alright. Chill games and horror games are always nice to have, and especially yes, definitely. So if that pops up on the schedule every now and again, it's it'll be good to know that people are going to be interested in that, to be honest with you, because I know that I've seen it in the lists on Twitch that it has, that people do watch it, and that's good to know. But I kind of worry, because I'm such a small streamer, right? So I'm like, who's interested in what? And I'd rather know what you guys like, so we can like grow together, you know? If you ever want to try, well, yeah, yeah, definitely. Maybe one day we can do some multiplayer stuff. I haven't done Portal 2 co-op. Have you guys played Portal? Oh, and one game that I really want to get is The Forest. It's basically a survival game, but you can play it co-op. You've never seen Portal played? I will definitely put that on the list then. It's such a good game. It's such a solid game. Even now, I've played it multiple times, and I feel like it just never gets old. But yeah, I will definitely put that on the list in the future if you are also interested in checking that one out. It's a bit sci-fi, very humorous, and kind of a bit danger zone-y, you know? Oh, Superliminal is on my wish list. It is there. I am definitely interested in that game. I've seen it played before, but I just know it's so trippy, isn't it? But yeah, it's nice to know what kind of games you guys are interested in, because I want to be able to enjoy these things with you, basically. It would just mess with me so much. Like, I have an iffy relationship with like puzzle games. I really enjoy them, but sometimes I'm just really bad at puzzles. So I'm kind of wondering how frustrating or how fun the Superliminal would actually be. But I feel like I'd enjoy it a lot regardless. Have I ever tried Elder Scrolls Online? No, I've not actually played it, but I don't know, I think I've heard that it's alright, but it's not anything special. I mean, don't take my word for it, because like I say, I haven't played it. But if you're curious, there might be streamers out there who do play it regularly. Or you could probably find something on YouTube about it. But I don't know, it's have you guys ever played World of Warcraft? World of Warcraft is I've lost too many friends to WoW. Yeah. It is definitely, it's kind of like Skyrim in that you do just kind of get lost in it. And honestly, I'm really, really bad at leveling on World of Warcraft, because I used to join the roleplay realms, and I would just basically shoot the shit with other role players, and I wouldn't actually go off and do quests and level and stuff, and I'd just be super poor all the time because all I want to do is hang out. But hey, I make it interesting. And maybe that's a bit sad, but I don't know. It's a fun hobby. It's nice. Because I enjoy like character building and inventing people. I'm very into my psychology, even though I definitely did not take a uni course in that, but I absolutely should have. I heard it's... Yeah, WoW is worth it, but I would definitely go into it if you are interested. Go into the classic version, because the newest stuff, it's got a bit crazy, so I would start with the vanilla stuff if you were looking to join the World of Warcraft community. Is my advice to you. Yes, always play what you enjoy. I agree with you, Marcus. So yes, if you guys are ready and able, then I will end this here now, and we can go our separate ways for the evening, and I will hopefully, if you want to, see you tomorrow for thingy-majig. What I said earlier. You know, the game I'm playing tomorrow. It's on the schedule. I can't remember what. Phasmophobia. That's it. Great. I will see you on Sunday then. Good to know. I'm thinking that tomorrow's stream will be a lot more active, because I'm gonna have some friends for you guys to meet as well. I think you'd like them. I think a couple of them have Twitch channels, but I'm not sure that they're particularly active on them. Anyway, if you're about tomorrow, that's good news. And I will see you Sunday for Little Nightmares, Marcus. Have a good evening. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. Have a good night.